Hi there, welcome to today's training. Now we're going to be talking about how to get clients. 3 easy steps to get clients. Now if you are watching, please say hi. I would love to hear from you. Pop your name in below, say hi. Tell me where you're watching from as well, that would be fantastic. If you are watching this on the replay, then pop in #replay. And if you have any questions along the way, please just type them in. I can answer them now. If you're watching on the replay, I can come back and answer your questions later. Now, we're nearly at the end of 2019, another year, and nearly at the start of a brand new year. And for many people, they're thinking, well, it's the end of the year, I'm winding down, that's it for me. It's a shame I didn't reach the goals that I was looking to achieve this year, but maybe next year things will be different. Now that is limiting belief thinking. So if you want to get some more clients by the end of this year, it is possible. And today I'm just going to give you three really easy steps that you can take, or you can choose one of these 3 strategies to use to get clients quickly in the door. And this is in the next week or so. So the first one is to look at your low-hanging fruit. Now, your low-hanging fruit are the people maybe that you have worked with in the past. Who have you worked with in the past that might need your services again? Who have you been talking to throughout the year and have said, I really need to sign up with you, but I'm not quite ready yet? Contact those people. See if they are ready yet. Who knows where they are? If you have a special deal you can offer them, if they sign up with you before the end of the year, it may be enough to just push them over and have them ready to invest. So potential leads. Hopefully you have kept a list of these, whether it's in your CRM system or whether you have a spreadsheet of people that you meant to follow up that maybe you haven't followed up with. Now is the time to do that. And you can add in that sense of urgency. You can tell them, if this is true, of course, maybe you're putting your prices up next year. And if they make a decision by the end of this year, they will still be able to get in at that 2019 price point. People who nearly bought but didn't quite make it. Friends. You could ask friends or colleagues if they know anyone who you could help, who would be perfect for your services. So making the most of your network and people who already have a relationship with you. So maybe people in your Facebook group, you could reach out to them. People in other Facebook groups that you've spent time with. You can send out an email to people that you've had a connection with, whether they have been one of your clients in the past or whether you have worked with them or nearly worked with them. So that's your first option, your low-hanging fruit. Who do you know that you haven't yet connected with who is a potential client? You can connect with them on email, maybe personal message them. You could call them up the old-fashioned way. And if you're face-to-face, you can meet them. So that's your first one, your low-hanging fruit. Make the most of those. Maybe there are people that you'd forgotten all about who may be a potential client for you. Now, the second one is for you to create a no-brainer offer. So this is the Godfather offer, something that an offer too good to refuse. Make them an offer they can't refuse. What is the number one problem of your ideal client? And think of it right now, at this moment, the number one problem that they know that they have, and then create an offer around this. So maybe it's that their relationship is failing and they are losing their partner. Maybe it's that they've put on weight and they really need to lose the weight, or they're going to get diabetes. Maybe they're looking to get the love of their life. Maybe they're looking to get more clients in their business, and that is their biggest pain point. So you create an offer around this pain point. Now you can create an intensive, for example. You can create a 90-minute intensive around this. So not just a 90-minute coaching session. No, it's a very specific offer that you make around the pain point of this client, and you will tell them that at the end of this session they will have solved XYZ and have strategies to move forward. Now obviously this is going to be a smaller investment than maybe people who are signing up for your 6-month signature program, but it's getting your foot in their door, or vice versa, whichever way that works. They get to experience you at a smaller investment level. You can show them that you can help them solve a problem, and then you will also during that session make them aware of what the next steps are, and they will realize that they still need you to help implement those next steps. So let's say that you want to help people get clients. Say for example, your ideal client is struggling with getting clients online, so you can offer them a 90-minute intensive. In that intensive, I've got this written down here, you will help them define exactly who they want to work with and who to steer clear of, so that they can start attracting the right people who are excited to say yes. You can help them uncover their ideal client's secret pain and fears, so you can craft the perfect solution that will grab their attention every time, and become a pro at using language that feels natural to you and has your ideal clients reaching out to you instead of you having to go out and chase them. And help them create a foolproof system, an online marketing system that they can use regularly to attract clients. And that's what they can achieve in that 90-minute session. So at the end of that session, they will have a clear outcome. Now, of course, once they've done that session with you, they don't know everything that they need to know about running an online business, do they? They can't say, thank you very much, I'm set now, and go out and make $1 million the next day. No, they're still going to need you moving forward. But having that foot in the door at a lower price point allows them to experience you and realize that you are the person that can help them, and then you can introduce the next level to them there. Now, because it's the end of the year as well, you can make it a special price. So maybe you normally charge $350 for one of these 90-minute intensives. You could make it a special price for $197, for example. So you get your $197 and you get a potential client that could run into the thousands if they end up signing into your higher level program. And you can again use the same sort of methods to promote this offer. You can email people, send out an email to your list, a broadcast. You can maybe do a live like I'm doing now and introduce that at the end. Make sure it's congruent, the offer is congruent to what you're talking about. You can promote it in your Facebook group, in other people's Facebook groups, in the other social media platforms that you're on. The main thing is that you want to make sure that you get it out there and make it sound enticing. So don't make it sound general, like in this a 90-minute intensive with me and we'll fix your business. No. Tell them what's going to happen in that 90 minutes and what they can expect to achieve, or what what actions they'll have at the end of that. So make it a very clear offer that you're giving a result. Promise them a result. That's what people want. They don't want airy-fairy, you'll be better, you'll have more clients, you'll have a better business. They want to know, I'll have X amount of clients, or I'll have a concrete marketing plan that I can use next year moving forward. So something like that that's going to be appropriate to your ideal client and the problems that they are facing. And then the third strategy that you can use is to run a free online class based around that ideal client's pain, their biggest pain point. So again, identify what that is and then create an online class or a training that you can run like I'm running like this, where it is something even just as simple as a Facebook Live, but promote it ahead of time. So create a little blurb about it, telling people what's going to happen in that class and what the outcomes will be of them attending the class. And you can then promote it. You can even do it as simply as this, like I'm doing a Facebook Live. You don't have to have a whole PowerPoint. You don't have to be on GoToWebinar or one of those platforms. You don't even have to be on Zoom. You can run it in your own Facebook group, or potentially, if you don't have a Facebook group, you can run it on your Facebook page, your business page. So that, and you will invite people to that. Maybe set it, because we're getting near the end of the year, maybe in the next week, You could promote it for the next week, have people register for it so that you get their name and email address as well, and remind them about it regularly. And on that class, you can spend maybe 30 to 40 minutes with them, helping them solve, showing them that you know them and helping them solve their biggest problems. And at the end of that time, you will have really ramped up that know, like, and trust factor fast. You can allow them to ask questions. You can answer them individually. And by the way, if you do have any questions now, for those of you watching either live or on the replay, please ask. You are welcome to ask questions. I would love to have you ask questions and to let me know that you're here watching. But that's the thing. You want to make sure that you connect with people. The fastest way for them to connect with you is to hear or see you and experience you like I'm doing here with you now, where they get the benefit of your expertise without having to sign up and pay. And at the end of that online class, you could make an offer, and you can decide what that offer is. You can make it a little offer, you can make it a big offer, you could make it a phone call. Maybe it's a phone call is the offer at the end of that, a strategy call, and that may lead into your paid program or services. It may be an offer to your program directly. It may be an offer to potentially that intensive that we talked about before. So have a clear strategy, and don't say, oh, you could get on a phone call with me, or you can book this, or you can book this, and I've got all these different prices. No, choose one offer that you're going to promote. And with all of these strategies, I would recommend that as well. You can decide to use 1, 2, or all 3 of these strategies I've given you today, but have a clear cut pathway and don't try and promote lots of different things, because it gets very confusing for people, and a confused mind will always say no. Give them one option, one unmissable, unbeatable, irresistible offer, and that's what they sign up for. You decide what that is, whether it's something free leading into something paid, whether it's a small ask or a special price on an intensive, for example. You decide what that is and make it the perfect solution for the problem that they have. So just recapping quickly what our 3 strategies are today. So the first one is to look at your low-hanging fruit and look at the people you have connected with during the year, whether you've worked with them as pro bono or as a paid client, or you have spoken with them and they are a lead, but you haven't yet had them convert into a client. Now would be the time to give them an irresistible offer. Contact them again, email them, personal message them, get in contact with them and make them an offer. And because you've got the end of the year, like I said earlier, that can be a time that you can say, well, I'm putting up my prices in January, so if you want to get in at this lower price, now is your opportunity. The second strategy was to create a no-brainer offer. So this is an intensive that you create. This is for the coaches of you there, or the consultants. Some sort of an intensive based around a particular problem, and that problem needs to be their number one problem. And then make it, say, a 60 or a 90-minute intensive where you promise a result at the end of that intensive, and you offer it at a special price. Maybe it's normally $350, you can offer it for $197, and put that sense of urgency on it. It's only for 3 people, or it's only until the end of this week. You have until midnight on Friday to sign up for it. Put a sense of urgency on it to push them into making a decision. And again, promise the results in that session. Don't try and say, we'll talk about this and we'll talk about that and we'll fix all these things. Tell them what's going to happen in the session and the result that they will get from doing that. And then the third strategy was to run a free online class based around the biggest problems of your ideal client. And at the end of that great content-rich class where you're giving away some great information, some great points, some great strategies to use, then at the end of that you make an offer. Whether it's to the intensive, whether it's to a free call, make an offer. And because you have just spent all that time with them, giving them such fabulous information, and they are really excited about how they could take the next step with you, they will be eager to sign up for that next offer. So just 3 simple strategies that you can use in the next week or so to get yourself some more clients this year in 2019. And it doesn't involve any fancy funnels, it doesn't involve any fancy landing pages or a website or anything like that. You can promote it easily on social media, and if you have an email list, you can use that as well. So I'd like you to comment below and let me know, what strategy do you like the best out of those 3? Which one are you going to use in your business to get some clients in the next couple of weeks? Or are you going to use all 3? You don't have to confine yourself to one. I would love to hear from you. And if you have any questions about how you can use this in your business and what offer you can create or what class you can create, then pop your questions below. And what I would also like to do is, if you have enjoyed today's content, I'd love to invite you to my upcoming free masterclass. Now, this masterclass is how to attract 5 ideal clients and earn up to $10,000 a month, all using no-cost marketing strategies. So I'll put the link to that in here. It's a free online masterclass, and it will give you some... I'm giving a lot away in this class, so you get all of the strategies that you're going to need to get those 5 clients and to make $10,000 a month in the class. And like I said, no cost marketing strategies. So this is using organic marketing. So very exciting. So I would love to see you on the class. I'll pop the link in below, and I will see you next time. Have a fabulous day, everybody.